Hello there. Wow, okay, so this is a narration of my first book. Novel, really. Yeah, book novel, call it what you want. Call it Panda if you want. I don't even really mind. So yeah, I'm just going to read the first two chapters. In the first video I'm going to make, I'm planning to make like a video series of me narrating it. So it's not like a big whole chunk of a 3 hour video or anything like that. That'd be bit too long, wouldn't it? Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna read the first two chapters. First chapter's really short, so probably like a minute if I just read the first chapter. But yeah. So yeah, it's more like an epilogue, prologue, not an epilogue. That's at the end, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Let me get into this. Hope you enjoy this this whatever it is. Panda. This panda. Yeah. That's what I call it, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Um. So yeah. Okay. Let's go. Three, two, one. Is my effects budget there? No, seriously, I'm gonna end it. Um, the lost boy woke up on the shore, eyes rupturing open, an explosion of life flooding inside. He was momentarily relaxed, feeling like he had just woken up from a nap. But the powdery soft sand that wriggled beneath his feet was different. He turned his young brown-haired head as he began to look around, dazed by the extremely irregular scenery. Just a few seconds ago, the gravelly stones of the British southern coast, Brighton to be exact, were beneath his head. Ooh. Sprawling in front of his eyes, an ocean of blue sky and water sparkled and shone ahead of him, far brighter than the whispering winds of Brighton Hove, whose grey clouds and shone like a stone. No land could be seen posted upon the horizon, so he turned around while scrambling to his feet. A wall of green jungle, dark and mysterious, faced him blankly, its wide spacious branches as still as a statue. The chilling unknown locked inside the community of nature was drowned by an unnaturally cold breeze tingling at his side. "Hello, Dante." His head whipped around, searching for the voice. His vision rested upon what looked like a hovering figure, the image of a man being crystal clear. He was smiling, a blank smile which tugged weakly at the creases of his face and released not a drop of real emotion. His face was as real as his presence, and Dante was confused even to respond. "Hello? What? Who is this?" Okay. So that's the first chapter. Hope you liked it. Yeah, it's basically okay. So the book is like these all these people aged between 12 to 25 have been locked on an island, or not an island, like a land that they don't know about. And wait till you find out. The next chapter will help you explain things more. Um, but yeah, hope you enjoy. Second chapter two begins. See what I mean by chapter one being so short? It's like 2 minutes of the video took up. Okay. I am nobody, but everyone thinks I'm everybody, the man replied with the same emotionless tone, as if he were a voice coming from a robotic phone app. But then a lightning bolt fluttered across his eyes, a sudden flash that hinted at some form of mysterious intent which sent ricocheting lightning bolts of unease down Dante's spinal cord. Interesting that you haven't asked why you have been transported halfway around the world, and also 1,000 years into the future, he drawled, his voice remaining neutral. Uh, was all Dante could say, his hands resting on the back of his head, his mind spinning, trying to process the unbelievable information. Why? Welcome to 3000 BE, Dante. I think at the moment in history this area was called California, he said, pronouncing the letter I in the name, same way someone would say I. Well, this place certainly isn't Brighton, Dante muttered, looking about again. Okay, he sighed. Tell me. Currently I am having the same conversation with thousands. You and all the others have been brought here for a race. A race? Like a running race? The man uttered a quick laugh. Not exactly. It's your challenge to travel across the entirety upon the land you stand upon. Once you reach the ocean of the east, at any single part of the coast, the race finishes. The winner receives a prize. And that prize is? The smirking informs. That is a mystery even I do not know. Then he was gone, faster than lightning, and without not even a drop of sound. Only the echo of his words lived on. each wave pushing more and more confusion. Why is there a race? Why do they care about him existing? Was the man lying? What do they want? Most significantly, though, he was feeling thirsty. Obviously, he couldn't drink from the sea. There was no point in standing on the beach, lodging like a dropped lemon. He had to explore, finding some water or something, anything that could help him. The jungle in front of him looked mysterious, its shady branches hiding more than Dante cared imagine. But he had to wade through, because otherwise he would be stranded on this desolate shore forever, and Dante knew he would never let that happen to him. He was a survivor. He was scared, but he wouldn't let the fear kill him. The first leaf was sharp to the touch, a large fan-like object that seemed to bounce up and down in accordance to the light breeze floating through the air. He scrabbled his way around it, blissfully on some kind of makeshift path with tiny roots poking from the floor on his way. Behind the first wall was dark, with tendrils of light poking their way from the green canopy. He could hear the soft chirping of some sort of animal, perhaps a bird or amphibious creature. He didn't know. He was intent on finding some sort of river or stream, something. Movement stirred ahead. Dante paused, heart beginning to pick up the pace as fast as legs had stopped. "Who's there?" he asked, loudly, with a quiver of nervousness in his voice. For a few moments there was no answer. Then a boy appeared, on the verge of adulthood, dark hair flopping as he jogged steadily towards Dante. He stopped, a few meters away, grinning. "Thanks for stopping the gate here, eh?" he said with an odd accent. Dante had never heard it before. He, he wasn't able to know how to reply, though, and just went with a simple hello. After a few moments, "They are different, I have to say," he said cautiously. "Do you know anything more than me?" "Thanks for stopping the gate here, eh?" he repeated, except in a far different tone that made him seem as if he were speaking more in the form of answering that questioning. Dante looked at him oddly. What was up with this kid? The gateboy grinned at Dante, the same way one might grin if they discovered their long-lost brother buried in a pile of cake icing. He pointed to the ground, where dead tropical leaves had fallen, their lank crispness visible in pure sight. The season had to be autumn, the season leading to the cold, harsh cold of winter. Dante met the boy's eyes again, and he nodded gravely. As the temperature grew colder, survival in an unforgiving cesspool of uncertainty was going to get even harder. Dante hadn't alluded himself to these dangers. He just didn't know how to face them yet. He needed some time to figure these things out. Gabriel didn't seem perturbed by the grave realization, as he began to happily play in the ground, spreading the leaves into wildlife, letting them flutter down into brand new coffins of death. He was grinning even more widely, a facial expression that churned Dante's stomach, the same way lottery balls churned before spitting out their random code of fortune. It was time for Dante to walk onwards. Surely there were some normal people he could talk to. He left the gate, playing in the mud, the sound of his play growing ever more distant. Walking was all Dante could do. He had awoken in a world he knew less about than a newborn baby, and only walking felt familiar. He thought about his parents. Would they miss him? He pictured the shock of the looks on their faces as they slowly realized he was missing, and ever more difficult worry that came attached. He might never go back to his world, the little Brighton home of 2016. Maybe that'd be the prize, he reasoned, the opportunity for escape. That of ours led to the question, who were the others? And would Dandy be able to defeat them? "Shut!" a high-pitched voice suddenly screamed. He he paused, fixed with terror as an unknown battering ram ripped him off his feet and slammed him into the ground. A moment later he was blinking into the sharp point of his spear. The owner was shouting in a less high-pitched voice now. He spoke in a language Dante had never heard of, but dressed exactly like one of those Native Americans he had read about online. And that's the end of the chapter 2. So yeah, I'm going to upload a third chapter very shortly, probably actually tomorrow. Yeah, so hope you're there for that. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know what you think of the story. Okay, bye.